As January the 20th gets nearer and Donald Trump gets ready to take office, crypto-friendly policies are coming. We're going to break down 3 things that people simply aren't talking about, particularly some secret FDIC policies, Ross Ulbricht, and more importantly, what does a Bitcoin bull run look like under the Donald Trump administration? Make sure you hit that like button and don't forget, subscribe to the channel for all of your daily content when it comes to this cryptocurrency bull market. That being said, let's get into the video. So cast your mind back at Donald Trump at the Bitcoin conference. He announced the pardoning of Ross Ulbricht, the founder of Silk Road, many years ago incarcerated for a number of different things, and I guess left one of the pioneers of the use of digital assets. And again, Trump set to free him. It's obviously sparked the meme coin narrative with Ross token starting to ignite. But more importantly here is there absolutely is an important part of this pardon speculation. The expectation will be that Ross Ulbricht is released after an 11-year sentence this month. This obviously just continues the support and ultimately cements the fact that Donald Trump is pro cryptocurrency. And the reality here is, I think it absolutely defines a shift in narrative in the sentiment that the old way that digital assets were looked at, the way the US held our Operation Choke Point that we all are aware of when it comes to Bitcoin and digital assets, will no longer be a thing. It absolutely, once again, cements Trump as a pro cryptocurrency president. However, there are critics to this, arguing that this promise simply was used as an election narrative and that it actually can't be fulfilled. I believe this not to be the case. And in fact, I absolutely believe that Trump will do it. Now, yes, he hasn't made any further comments to it, but people are awaiting the inauguration day to see if Trump will deliver on his promise. Now, is he going to stand there at inauguration and say, hey, free Ross Ulbricht? Probably not. Do I think we'll see some pro-cryptocurrency policies on the back of it? Absolutely. And I think this could be a very big narrative. Now, Ross Ulbricht's not going to come out and send Bitcoin to $1 million. But for me, it absolutely says the determination, the direction, and the intent that would sit behind a Trump presidency. Align that to their FDIC. Now, important here that there are, redacted documents that have somehow managed to file their way into a Coinbase Freedom of Information Act, which specifically talks about, quote, we ultimately received an undisclosed OCP 2.0 letter from the FDIC. A court order was required, but you can now read them for yourself. The letters demonstrate a coordinated effort to halt a broad spectrum of cryptocurrency activities from basic BTC transactions to more complex offerings. Paul Greenwald there over at Coinbase giving his view. Why is this important? Well, this absolutely tells us that for many years, digital assets, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, anyone that's involved with it has been suppressed. There was a deliberate attempt from the FDIC's oversight and restrictiveness when it comes to cryptocurrency. Well, guess what? Under a Trump administration, this will all be removed. Paul Atkins going into the SEC will align further to this. These developments may reopen discussions about the position of cryptocurrencies within the financial sector and the approaches on regulatory bodies in the area. The public availability of these documents provides significant transparency for the industry and may shed light on future regulations. I actually think it will shape regulation, and I think the fact that this is going to come out is only good news. And all of this will be coming under a Trump administration, which is why people are right now assessing Bitcoin's growth potential for 2025. What does it look like? Well, the fact that we expect a pro-cryptocurrency president, the fact that we absolutely are seeing bullish trends align for Bitcoin and historical patterns playing out exactly to give us a view. The MVRV score rising potential has now been seen, as well as the Pi Cycle Oscillator. If you're part of my live streams, you know that we touch on that, tracking a 111-day and 350-day moving average positive move. The crossing often signals a peak in Bitcoin's price. In the present, these moving averages show an uptrend, suggesting Bitcoin may be entering a robust growth phase. So many people believe or have been talking about the market's finished, we're never going to go any higher. And all of a sudden, all of these indicators now, as well as a Trump election, is absolutely pointing in the right direction. You only have to take the price of Bitcoin did move up significantly to over 98,000. That's from the low that we got back here in late December of around 91,000. Now, I actually drew this box here on the chart, and I talked about this on my live stream. Expect the retest, this buy zone, this price volatility area. Well, guess what? Exactly that has happened, and we're coming down right now and testing this 98,000 mark. I think we could be in for a bounce to the upside, and I think this is where we're going to start to retest that 100k mark, and I think certainly going into next week we're going to see some positive momentum as we build towards January the 20th. For me though, this is still potentially a buy the rumor, sell the news. Make sure you subscribe to this channel because we're going to be breaking that down in significant detail as we get there, but watch for this bounce. This is on the hourly chart. Look at it on the 4-hour chart, doing exactly the same, and the 12-hour. So a perfect retest of this buy zone that we have drawn here on the chart. Altcoins doing exactly the same. BTC dominance just up a little bit. So it's going to be a very interesting weekend. I, however, am incredibly optimistic on those 3 things, as well as much, much more, which we'll be breaking down over the course of the next 2 weeks. So make sure that you are subscribed. Smash up that like button to a brand new all-time high. Check out some of the links, as always, in the description if you're looking for an exchange to trade on, or even a DeFi project that, you know what, is just delivering for you as a holder. Check out Marbits, as always, in the description down below. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.